All right, today on the Real Property Show, we're going to be showing an air sealing detail that we use on some interior non-load bearing walls, specifically if you're using the Simpson deflector screw. We're going to show you how to keep this from causing air in your conditioned space, leaking up into your attic space, non-conditioned space. Let's get going. All right, so we did a video a couple weeks ago where we showed you how we use the Simpson deflector screw to get rid of squeaks in this house. And they were squeaks that were caused by some floor trusses and also from the roof trusses. So what you're seeing here behind me, this is an interior non-load bearing wall. And I want to show you today how these are actually being air sealed, because when you install this deflector screw, it has a sleeve. You have to drill a 3/8 hole in the plate. So if you look here, this is the bottom plate on this wall. You have to drill this. It's got 2 plates on it, and we actually had a rib piece in the top because of the actual pitch of the roof. But what happens is now you have a hole that you can't seal down below here because you want this screw to move up and down. The way these are designed, so the screw is going through that sleeve, so when you actually get a load on the roof, then when the truss will come down, you want that to move, so you don't want to lock it in. That's the way this is engineered and designed. So what we ended up doing to solve this problem is we used a couple different things. So the first thing is obviously this screw went in here, and then on the back side of this, you can see right here, this is actually stretch tape. This is just a 3-inch stretch tape. It's a 20-foot roll. You kind of see that there, but you can take this and you can just stretch this. It just moves. It's awesome product as far as how it moves. You can use just windows wherever. But what we did was we took this here and we backed out. Once we figured out how to do this actual detail, we took these screws, we backed them back out so they were actually below the truss or back into below the actual top plate, which is on the other side of this. And then we put the stretch tape over the top of the plate. So we went over the top here, down the other side, and then on the back side. And then what that did, then we have a nice stretchy piece of material that we then ran the screw up through, and the screw goes up through that and then anchors into the truss. Now that was the first step. The one thing I was a little concerned about is over time, with this truss moving, you can see how these work. If you look right here, take a look at this truss screw move. When I pull down, you can get that angle, you can see that thing move. So it's moving a good 1/8 of an inch, just me pulling on it. So with that, what you're getting is you're getting movement. But the thing that we did up here is we actually took the Zip liquid flash and we went ahead and put the liquid flash, you see this, put the Zip System liquid flash here, and we squirted that on top to attach the screw to the Zip stretch tape. And this is really stretchy, this Zip System liquid flash, and over time, that's going to anchor this Zip System stretch tape to the screw, and we don't have the possibility of like the movement of this screw over time making a larger hole in this stretch tape. So that was what we did in order to make sure we were solid. All right, so right here you can see the stretch tape that's here. This is regular zip tape here. This goes over the top of the wall, and the reason this is here is because we're gonna actually be taking Tyvek, and we're gonna take, or maybe even a Myrex, and we're gonna take that, and we're gonna take the tape, more zip tape here, and stick it to the Tyvek or the Myrex, and we're gonna take that up and can create a complete air seal all the way up to the ridge and all the way down the other side till we get to the other wall. And that's gonna give us a good tight air barrier on all of this. So we're not relying on our drywall to do any of that. So we've actually, you can see on the sides, we've actually air sealed all these different spots on the rake here, because we had a balloon wall we had to frame all the way up. Okay, so on the other side of the wall here, you can see this zip, this is regular zip tape here. This right here is a stretch tape coming over the top. This is gonna get zip tape over the top of this as well to continue this air seal over the top of the wall here. But right at this point here, this is the liquid flash on this screw. So the zip tape, the stretch tape came through on top of the zip tape, and then we put this liquid flash on here, and now that's what's able to move, and it continues to be able to stretch. So whenever this roof gets loaded, it will come down or go up because of this deflector screw, which you can see on the bottom of the wall right here. Okay, so on this side, we actually have a barn door going here, so we had to have this plate stacked up for backing on top of this door opening. And I want to show you how we handled this deflector screw situation, because the screws are not long enough. You can get these at 3.5, you can get them in 5, and you can get them in 6, and that wouldn't work here. So what we had to do is we had to still make this connection. So if you come under here, you can see that this has, we actually countersunk this. This is about 3/4 of an inch countersink inside here, and then that allows the screw to keep coming down. So when I pull on this truss and I move that truss down, it can still come down, and it won't come down and hit the jamb on this door opening. So it'll be moving up in this cavity. And then the other issue is you're not long enough on the screw. So what we did with that was we took two things. We went and bought longer screws, a 10-inch screw. See that? This is actually made by, it's a Timberlock. So Fastenmaster makes it. Fastenmaster. Timberlock, structural wood screw, 10-inch, replaces a 3-inch lag screw. So the diameter is the right diameter. That's what's key about this screw here. And what it does is we took these sleeves that you can see, and those were on those other ones you saw. That's the kind of the red or kind of pinkish looking sleeve. And we took a bigger bit and we hogged out that bit, or that a little bit, which allowed these to go in it and allow them to move. And then this allows us to get up into that. You can see this goes up into that truss. It's long enough to get up in the truss. So that allows us to make that connection and still get the same action, but we had to use a little bit of modification to make that work. And then we went ahead and did the same air seal detail on top of this wall. So we had to do that on all the interior non-load bearing walls. We also, at least on that are between the conditioned space and the attic, we did the air seal to put these deflector screws on all of the interior non-load bearing walls, even if they were on the first floor, because we had the floor trusses. So worked out really well. All right, well, hope that was helpful, learning how to actually air seal your conditioned space, your unconditioned attic, if you're using these Simpson deflector screws. If you'd like more information about building a custom home, visit our website at freemansconstruction.com. If you need help buying or selling your home or land, visit our real estate company's website at freemansrealty.com. Thanks again for watching.